Guys, it's Doug here. Doug Herring on YouTube, Doug Mystic Guy on Board Game Geek and on YouTube, as well as the Doug Mystic Guy on Twitch and Doug Digital Board on YouTube, where I do mainly digital games like you think this might be one of. But this is not. This is Imperial Assault, Legends of the Alliance. And what this is, and what you're about to see, is my test run-through, first-time play, I want to make that very clear, of the game Imperial Assault with the new app that turns it from a competitive game into a purely cooperative campaign experience, similar to that of Mansions of Madness 2nd Edition and Descent 2nd Edition, where they added the apps in that made it a fully cooperative experience. So you didn't have to have a bad guy, an overlord, someone running the Imperials, or anything of that nature. You can still play Imperial Assault in those modes perfectly fine. Nothing changes from that perspective, but this app allows you to play it as a storyline. Now, what I did was I played the tutorial and tried to reacquaint myself with some of the Imperial Assault rules I hadn't played in a while. And I played a lot of games, so I start getting rules muddled in my head up here, my noggin. I did that, and then I went through the very first tutorial mission. And where I pick up this video that you're about to see, and it's a really long video, is right after that as the game progresses into the actual campaign. And so I played most of the first scenario of the campaign. It's a lot longer than I thought it was going to be, so I didn't get to complete it. And I'm debating, and I'm going to let you tell me whether or not I should complete it or not, or just want to keep it as a surprise. I really just mainly want to show you guys how the app worked. And it was supposed to be a short video just showing you the app, and it kept going on, and it was interesting, so I kept going. I probably made a few errors and missed some things because there's a lot going on, and I was trying to learn both the app and reacquaint myself with the game at the same time. So please keep that in mind as you're watching. But I hope you enjoy it. I enjoyed playing it. It's fun. I'm going to finish it for sure. Whether I finish it on screen or off is really the discussion that needs to be had. Because I want to get back to Legacy of Dragonholt and a few other things that I have coming on the table. Also, I've been ill, and so I haven't been doing a lot of streaming. I got a lot of streaming to catch up on as well. So anyway, guys, that's that. I just want to let you know what you're about to head into. So thanks so much. I appreciate it, and I'll see you on the other side. Remember, this is spoiler-filled. This is a campaign, story-driven based campaign app that takes this game into a whole new direction. It's really interesting, I thought, and works well. So check it out. Let me know what you think when you get to the other side, and I'll talk to you in the chat and the notes and everything else. So take care, and talk to you again after.
Hey everybody, it's Doug here, Doug Mystic Guy on Board Game Geek. Doug Herring on YouTube, the Doug Mystic Guy on Twitch when I'm doing live streaming, and also at Doug's Digital Board on YouTube, where I do live streaming as well. Now, this past week or so I haven't done a lot of live streaming because I've been ill. I've been trying to get over it. I'm finally feeling to the point where I'm back in action, so you're probably going to see some more live streaming going on, some other stuff going on. But if I know the people that watch my channel, one of the things that I assume that a lot of you have been waiting for is the app version of Imperial Assault. You know, Imperial Assault is the Star Wars tabletop board miniatures game by Fantasy Flight Games, and I have it here with the new app running. Now, what does the app do? Well, in the original game, you had a couple of modes of play, but they all consisted of 2 people or more playing against each other. Now, the campaign mode was essentially a role-playing game, but somebody had to be the Imperials and the bad guys and trying to win. And one of the things I never liked, or didn't like very much about Mansions of Madness and this, is that aspect of it. I don't mind having a skirmish game in this where multiple players can go at it with each other, etc. I don't mind having the option for someone to play the bad guys, but I don't want it to be a fundamental part of the game. And when we went to Mansions of Madness 2nd Edition, that changed, and then we had Descent, which was another game that had an overlord or a dungeon master, whatever, and then they came out with the app for that. Now they have the app for this Star Wars Imperial Assault. Now, I played through the tutorial with 4 characters. I played with Jyn Odin, who is right here. I played with Gideon Argus, who's right here. And I may not end up playing with all of these characters through every scenario, but I wanted to get through and show you how the app works and play a scenario with you. I may not even play it all correctly. It's pretty challenging. Anyway, that's Garkin. And I found some oddities, some quirky things about the app. And then also Dahlia Pasil, the Jedi haunted exile, who's a Jedi type. So you have the smuggler, the officer, the big Wookiee companion, and the Jedi type. So that's the 4 that I played. Now, I have already gone through, like I said, the initial mission and set up their new gear. I'm still technically in the tutorial. And you can see that I have a deep space near Angmar. That's where I'm at. And then, or Agamar. And then I have 250 credits left. I've been to the armory. I've upgraded some skills. So, for example, if I take our Wookiee friend here, he started his game. He started with a vibro axe, but now he's got extra ammunition and Wookiee Fortitude in his inventory. So that's pretty cool. Now, one of the things we'll see in the app is it's kind of like it's similar to the app that you see in Mansions of Madness, where it kind of sets up the scenario for you, but this is a campaign. And you can see that things are going on the screen. You also have some other stuff. This is the upgrade points for their abilities. I've already done that. So for Jin, I took Smuggler's Luck. For Diala, I took Force Throw. For Garkin, you saw I had Wookiee Fortitude, and for Gideon, I took Called Shot. And all you have to do is go out of that for that. And this is the inventory that we have. This is stuff that we have. I've already given it to the characters. We've acquired that over time. And then this is the intermission part, the da-da-da-da-da. And so now we have to begin our encounter on the map, and I have 26 fame, whatever that means. So we're going to click here, and I'm going to start doing this. This is Deep Space near Agamar. This corner of space offers a view of the frozen and rocky surface of Agamar. In the early days of the rebellion, Captain Rex and stranded separatist droids joined forces to battle the Empire. Meet the captain. Select a briefing. We're going to meet the captain. Captain Darpeek, commanding officer of the Rebel Transport Freedom Fighter, has requested a meeting. We're going to begin this encounter. This is an encounter that happens in between play sessions. So, meet the captain. Your orders following the evacuation of Yavin Base are to escort the Rebel Transport Freedom Fighter to an Alliance rendezvous. After several hyperspace jumps to throw the Empire off your trail, you meet the ship's commanding officer, Captain Darpeek, aboard the Freedom Fighter's makeshift command center. What does that do for us? Captain Darpeek is a pale-skinned Mon Calamari. I'm glad to have you along for security, Darpeek says after you introduce yourself to her. We're not really outfitted for independent operations. I feel better knowing you will be watching our backs. We're happy to assist. Yeah. Figured we're all good guys, right? So we're happy to assist. Our first order of business is to pick up some foodstuffs, Darpeek says. We're carrying more passengers than usual, so we need extra supplies. I know a small port on Ord Mantell where we should be able to go undetected, but I have something other than a grocery run in mind for you. Commander Jin is the senior Alliance Army officer aboard, and he is taking a team to Ord Mantell to extract operatives whose location has been compromised. He could use your skills. Yeah, sounds like fun. Good, Darpeek responds with a grateful nod. I'll let you return to your ship to get ready. Commander Jin will meet you there in 20 minutes. May the Force be with you. We're going to continue. So that is the setup for our mission. Now you can see that you are now prepared to embark on a full campaign. Continue the flight of the Freedom Fighter campaign by playing the next encounter. The Smuggler's Sidestep and the next encounter, the Smuggler's Sidestep, and begin your journey to become the Legend of the Alliance. That's what this campaign is called, Legends of the Alliance. So we're going to continue. And now you can see we're going here, the deep space near Agamar. There's a question mark there, so that's what we have to do. Okay, this corner of space offers a view. We know that, so we're going to select the briefing, the Smuggler's Sidestep. Okay. Command needs volunteers to help recover assets that may be in danger now that the Empire has flushed out the base on Yavin 4. We're going to begin the encounter. Okay. You find Commander Ares Jin at your ship, checking the firing mechanisms on Z80, or it might be A280, blaster rifle with the exacting efficiency of an Imperial Academy graduate. You must be the extra set of hands I was promised, he says. I heard you gave the Empire a good fight back on Yavin 4. We did our best, sir, and actually we did. We got through it without any problems at all because it was a tutorial. Okay. You follow Ares aboard the freighter. 2 more figures sit at the controls. Corporal Callie Therendon, Ares says, motioning towards the man in the co-pilot seat. Quartermaster, his brain contains the most exact record of the Freedom Fighters manifest, down to the last blaster pack. You're quite good. You've got quite the memory. Or, yeah, how many do we have? Let's ask that. Okay, Callie shrugs broadly. Ares makes it sound like more than it is. I still have to use a data pad from time to time, but since you asked, we have 93 blaster packs. The quartermaster conspicuously does not consult a data pad. And this is Burren Castle, our pilot, Ares says. The man in the pilot seat gives a little indication that he even knows he's the subject of the conversation as he punches astrogation data into the ship's navicomputer. He's an expert at slipping past Imperial patrol craft. Impressive. It's not that hard once you know their sensor arcs overlap, Burren says as he guides the ship into hyperspace. You drop out of hyperspace near Ord Mantell. An Imperial light cruiser looms large in the viewport. Security looks tighter than usual, Ares observes, steady as she goes. Here we go, Callie says almost eagerly. Burren grumbles about the quartermaster's attitude. They've dropped a new sensor net, too tight to get through. I'm turning us around. The pilot grips the controls. We might be able to spoof the transponder and get through later, but that will take time. Keep an eye on the scopes and escape. Try to spoof the transponder right now. Let's do that because we're crazy that way. And so is the app. Go out. Okay. You pop open a mechanical panel to access the ship's transponder. This is a complex process, rarely executed. Each hero tests, and then we're going to put the input totals. Okay, so Jen, let's start with Jen. She's got a pretty good chance at it. As you can see, she's got, for her test against mechanical things, she's got a blue. Got to get some dice out. Didn't know I would need them right through the story arc, but we're going to move this up just a little bit so I can roll some dice for you. We're going to roll a yellow, blue, and green die, and we're going to count the number of whatever they are, or over whatever, or bursts. I can't remember the name of them in this game. Anyway, oh, look at that. Wow, she got 3 right there. So we're going to go, just like our good old game of Mansions of Madness. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. I bet you that's going to be pretty good. My guess is. You plug a data pad of the ship's transponder, detailed data flows, and access the screen. You make some quick changes. An officious Imperial voice. I thought I was supposed to roll for all the people. That was just her. I just got 3 for her. Maybe I needed a whole bunch more. I guess we'll find out. Prepare unidentified freighter. Reduce speeds and prepare for it. He pauses for a chilling moment. Go ahead. Court 327. Be advised. Your transponder is transmitting on a delay. Okay, I think we got by him, right? You reach the safe house on Ord Mantell. We got +1 medic pack and some fame there. The operatives are glad to see you, as the Empire has been searching for the area for hours. As you load the supplies, operatives gathered. Callie sets a small supply cache aside. That was a heck of a stunt you pulled, he said. I could hear Ares grinding his teeth, but you've earned this. You gain 1 med pack for the next mission. You also gain 15 fame. Okay, that's good. Okay, now we're on to Ord Mantell, so we're going to keep going. This is like a little adventure, right? Okay, search for Darpik. What does that mean? The mountain's mid-rim planet sees its share of outlaws. The Black Sun criminal syndicate operated out of Ord Mantell City during the fall of the Republic. Okay. Several members of the Freedom Fighters crew, including Captain Darpik, have gone missing during a mission to acquire rations for the additional evacuees aboard the transport. Head planetside and discover what's happened to them. No ally available, so we're going to begin our mission. Okay, now we're actually going into a mission. And you can see that we have a map we're going to build out. So I'm going to get these tiles and build this map out. Okay, so here's the setup so far. That's what we've got on the board. It's all ready to go. Now we're going to turn back to our app and see what we have to do next. Okay, let's continue on and see what's going to happen with ourselves. You enter the spaceport complex, to which the docking bay is attached. To your left is the docking bay, where the cruise shuttle is docked. To your right is a cantina, with the sound of live music and the smell of fresh cooked food wafting through the open door. Deploy the rebels. Okay, we're going to deploy them right there, huh? We're going to put some stuff out. So I think we'll play with all 4 of our characters again. Why the heck not? Since I think I'm already committed in this campaign. So we're going to deploy all the rebels. I'm putting them out. We'll look at them in a second. So we got all 4 of our folks coming in. Putting our melee guys in front and our ranged folks in the back. And then it says, populate with a number of beings, multiple species. Place 4 mission tokens is indicated. Okay. So let me grab the mission tokens for these. They are in our... I have a nice Plano box that just manages to keep everything together for myself. Alright, so we're going to take 4 mission tokens. We're going to put them in here as follows. Let me find the right ones. Where are they? Come on now. Hold on, I don't think I have the right ones. Hold on. Alright, there are our mission tokens that it's asked us to place out. And now it's telling us to put a supply crate down. It is not a colored supply crate, just a regular one. And it looks like it's going right down here in the corner. As you can see on the app right there. What's it going to ask it to do next? It appears that our fellow crew members were in the middle of loading supplies onto their shuttle as several crates are set against the wall waiting to be carried aboard. Place 2 crates here, okay? There are our 2 crates. Like Mansions of Madness, this game expands as you play. It gets bigger and bigger. And it says a terminal near the entrance could be used to access a docking-based security system with a bit of slicing. Place 1 terminal, which is going right here in the corner. I'm going to continue on. I'll show you what we need to place now that you get the idea of how this works. I need another mission token. This one, it says place. Well, it says a disheveled Bith in tattered clothes sits on the ground, holding out an open hand towards anyone who passes by. Place a mission token as indicated. That is right here. And let me continue. All right. You set out to discover what happened to the missing crew. Crew members, objective update. Find the Freedom Fighters' missing crew members. That's our mission that we have to go on. And what does that mean? All that noise. Well, it means that we are in round 1, and you can see that our characters with the blue lightsaber beam through it are ready to activate. So I think, you know, our 2 characters that are good at mechanics, and that are Jin and just really Jin Odin. But she wants to go with a guard. So I think we're going to send them in a couple different directions. Hopefully that's not a mistake. We will start our activation with Jin Odin. She has a speed of 5, and she is going to go 1, 2, 3. Now you can't move diagonal unless there's something blocking you. So let's go to the rest of the board. For 5 is her first action, and for her next action, she's going to interact with that security terminal. And how we do that in the app is we simply touch it, and it tells us what we have to do. The terminal is connected. Let me make sure you can see the whole thing. There you go. The terminal is connected to the docking bay's security system. Its security lockout will have to be bypassed to gain access to the wider system. A rebel can interact to try and gain access to the system. So that's what she's doing right now. She's interacting as her second action. It says you attempt to circumvent the terminal. Now we have to make a test again. Here's Jin. She has a green, blue, and yellow die for her ability to interact with mechanical devices. That's it right here. And you can see her skill. And we're going to make she doesn't have any items that can help her with this. Let me look at, what does Smuggler's Luck do? I think she can exhaust the card to re-roll, so that could be any number of dice. So that could be helpful here. Let's see what she gets, though. She got a total of 3 successes, so I think that's going to be enough. We're going to see if we have enough there. Let's give it a try. My suspicion is that it's going to be enough. 1, 2, 3. Boosh. So you managed to brute force the password lockout on the system and gain access to the docking bay security net. Continue. What does that do for us? You check the bay surveillance, holocam recordings for any clues as to what happened to the missing crew. You rewind through the past several hours, during which the bay sits completely still. At last, you detect movement. Playing back the recording, you see the members of the Freedom Fighters crew loading supplies into the shuttle. When they suddenly come under attack, you see what appears to be stun blasts as the 4 crew members are quickly rendered motionless. Several figures enter the docking bay and collect the unconscious rebels, carrying them out of the bay. That's not good, but at least we know what happened. We're going to have to go find them. Just make sure you can see the whole thing. There you go. Okay. As the rebels are hauled off, you get a good look at the face of Advos, who looks directly into the holocam. If you could locate this Advos, you might learn what happened to your people. As you are committing the alien's appearance to memory, you notice a familiar face among the kidnappers. the disheveled Bith you had seen begging in the corner. Well, he knows what's going on. We're going to have to go have a word with that guy, right? And that was it. So that is going to be Jin's turn. So we're going to do this, and we're going to say end her activation. Boom. Now, because there are no enemies on the board, we're just going to continue to activate. Sometimes it'll interrupt us and tell us to activate enemies, but there aren't any. I think next up we're going to go with Diala Pasil, and she's actually having this information relayed to her from Jin. She's going to go question this Bith. Well, no, I think actually Gideon's going to do it. So he's right here. He's just going to go 1, 2, 3. He'll go stand right now. Let's move him here. He's going to go stand there, and he's going to talk to the Bith up in the hallway there. We haven't gotten into the cantina yet, but I don't really care about that. Let's go interact with that token and see what happens. Okay, so we're going to interact with the Bith right here. It says, spare some credits for a man down on his luck. The Bith asks you, holding out a hand in your direction. You recognize the Bith from the docking bay security feed. A hero can interact with this token to question the Bith. Give him 10 credits. Offer credits for information. Threaten him. Ignore him. We're going to offer him credits for information. That's going to be our action, so it's going to be Gideon's second action. You offer the Bith 10 credits if he can help you with your search. You know him, and you show him an image of the missing crew members and ask if he's seen them. No, I have not seen these people. Increase your offer to 20 credits. We'll do that. We're good guys. We'll only threaten him if he makes us. You increase your offer to 20 credits for any information the Bith might have, but he insists he hasn't seen your missing crew, and you believe him. So you let him go when he walks away. Discard this mission token. Really? We know he was there. Oh, man, that's not cool. Should have threatened him, I guess. All right, well, that's the end of that. So we're going to end Gideon's turn. So far, no bad guys have popped up on us. Now we're going to take our 2 fighters' turns. They're going to go into the cantina and start to rough some people up. We'll start with Diala. She moves 4, so she can go. Remember, you can move diagonally. 1, 2. She'll move right into here, and I think we'll interact with what I think is going to be the bartender first. Okay, let's see if we can get this done. All right. A Garn is playing a clow-horn on a stage. Oh, it's a stage. Okay. In a corner of the cantina. You find her playing rather painful to listen to. You wonder if the music is the reason why the cantina is so sparsely populated. A hero can interact with this token to question the Garn. Let's just ask her. We're not threatening people. We're good people. You wait for the horn player to finish her set before you approach to ask about your missing crew members. You show her images on a data pad of the missing crew and ask if she has any information about their whereabouts. We're going to test observation. For her, just to show you on her card, this is her observation, a green, yellow, and blue die. So that's her good skill as well. Let's go check it out. It's her awareness of the force. She can see things. So we got 2 successes. Let me see if she has any rerolls. I'm checking out her stuff. I don't think that she does because I took force throw for her. So she has her plasteel. These are the items that she has. Her force throw, her plasteel staff, and armored gauntlet, which is really cool. She can bash with that. It's more effective than her plasteel staff is. So let's. I guess we'll just get the 2. We'll take the 2 successes and see if that's enough. Okay, 1, 2, boom. Why, yes, I saw them here last night. Yay! She replies. They stayed for a while. I had a meal and then left. That's all I know. It seems to you the Gran is telling the truth because we're observant, you know. But we have 3 med packs. Health works very differently in that. You can see the 3 med packs there. When you rest, you only gain stamina. You only gain a health back if you use one of your limited med packs during your rest action. So, just a case in point. And now I believe it says that token doesn't go anywhere. So I'm going to leave it where it is. And that is going to be her activation. So we're going to end her turn. And then all we have left is our big Wookiee. Okay, well his speed is 4. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And he's adjacent to this. So he's going to talk to the bartender. I guess that's going to be the bartender in the cantina and see what he says. If we need to use force to threaten somebody, our big Wookiee, Garkin, Chewie's nephew or something, is going to do that for us. So what's it say? A Nikto stands behind the bar, wiping down a glass with a rag. What can I get you? He asks. A hero can interact with this token to question him. Ask about the missing crew. Okay, we're going to order a beverage first, I think. We'll see. You order the beverage from the server, who quickly fills the glass for you. That'll be 5 credits, the Nikto says. You drink down the liquid, which leaves you feeling refreshed. You spent 5 credits, recover stamina equal to your endurance, and become focused. So, we are focused for a very short period of time. That is good. Now, that's similar where I pulled out the focus card. And now it does say when you declare an attack or attribute, add 1 dice pool. After you resolve that attack, you discard this. So we're focused for 1 action. That's not bad. I'm not going to take it. We didn't have to recover any stamina or endurance, though, so we're okay. And that is going to end his action, so hopefully nothing happens in between there. We're about to find out. Round 2. Let's see what goes down with round 2. Nothing. We're just back to activating again. Okay. So I think we're going to start with our Wookiee this turn. He's going to continue to question this bartender here. Let's call him up. Okay, we're going to ask now about the missing crew. Okay. You ask about your missing crew members. You show him images of the data pad. The crew is missing. We're going to test observation. That's not his strong suit. He gets 1 blue die. Yuck. Okay, let's roll it and see what happens. If he botches this, another person can come over and do it. Well, he got 1 success, so let's see what that does for us. I am sure not enough, right? But 1 success is better than none. Sure, they had dinner last night, he replies. They played a few hands of cards, listened to some music, and then left. That's the last I saw them. It seems to you that Nikto is telling the truth. I don't believe that he is, but we'll see. Okay, that is going to end. No, that was 1 action. He just talked to the bartender this turn. He'll step over and he'll talk to this person. No, he can't. If he moves, he's done. That's going to be his action. Well, he can... Yeah, he'll I know what he's going to do. He's going to move. He's not going to be a ton of use in here, so he's going to go 1, 2... I think he's got a speed of 4. Yeah, 3, 4. He's heading back to help Jin with the crates. Jin is... So the 2 with the best observation are Gideon and our Jedi person, Diala. So we're going to take them, I think, in here. So let's do... I'm going to end Garkin's turn, then we're going to go on to Diala. Okay, so we just do that and end his turn. Okay, we're safe so far. We're going to go to Diala now. Well, you already know she's standing in between these 2 folks right here. So she's going to talk to this one, see what happens with this person here. And Advos sits at a table shuffling a deck of cards. You recognize this person from the docking bay holocam records. He was amongst those who abducted the freedom fighters. Your hero can activate... Oh, we're going to straight out threaten him. We know he's a problem. Threaten him. As you approach, hopefully she's good at this. Oh, she's not terrible at it, but as you approach the Advos and brandish your weapon at him, demanding to know where your people are, test might. So she's got a blue and a green. That's better than 1 die. Uh-oh, I think a fight's going to break out. We'll see. Oh my, we got no successes. Can she re-roll anything? She can't, I don't believe. Let's look at her special abilities. Foresight, you can... no, it's for defending. Can't do it. So she got 0 successes on that. Guess the Wookiee's coming back. Let's see what she gets. Easy now, the Advo says with his hands up. I have a key card here that will get you to your people. He reaches into his pocket inside his jacket and pulls out a small holdout blaster. Before you can react, he fires at you. Roll 1 blue die and 1 green die. You suffer 1 hit for every result. Guess she doesn't get her defense yet on this. Oh my, so we took 3 hits on that. Okay, there is 1, 2, 3. She took those hits. She did not get her defense, so we're just going to take the hits and move on and see what happens. Okay, let's see what happens when we continue. A frightened cry goes up from the other people in the cantina who hurriedly scurry for the door. Discard the indicated mission tokens. Oh, these 2 folks are scurrying away. That's these 2 people are here, the Nikto and the other one. They run off. We discarded those. Oh, all 3 of these. Oh my, this one too is gone. Alright, well, they are all gone, so we blew that, didn't we? Okay, now what? We get to continue, I guess? That was Dahlia's first action. For her second action, what she can do, she can interact with it again, I think. Advos has pulled a blaster and is firing at you. The mission token is the accomplice. A rebel can attack the accomplice. Health 4, defense 1. She's going to do that, and she is going to use her armored gauntlet, which is going to allow her to roll a green and blue die. You see it's got lots of abilities. So I'm going to put that right here for now. I'm going to roll the green and blue die and see what she can do. Okay, let's see if she can get this guy. Well, she did 3 hits. He does have 1 defense, so 1 of those hits is gone. But she got a... she'll take the +2 cleave because that'll put him down. He's only got 4 health. Or the +2 hits. So she's going to use her whatever they call them, bursts. Like, well, no, that's not the right name. What do they call them? Anyway, she uses that to increase her damage by 2, which will put this guy down. So he is defeated. That's what you get for messing with a Jedi with a wannabe power gauntlet. Okay, the Advos falls onto the table in front of him, sending cards fluttering into the air like confetti. You kick the gun out from his hand before checking for a pulse. He's dead. You search his body to find a key card. Now, to figure out a way to open it, what door it opens, discard this mission token. Okay, he is gone, and nobody is left in the cantina. We have chased them all out, and Diala did some fighting and took a hit, but she took the guy down. So that is going to be her turn. I have a feeling that is going to alert some guards pretty soon, so I think we need to be careful. All right, now, what do we do now? Well, we have some gear that we can pick up. I think we'll go to Jin next. Okay, Jin is here, so she is first going to interact with this token, then maybe move over to this one. We'll see if she can get some good stuff out of it. Okay, so she's going to interact with that token there. It says this crate must have something useful inside of it. A hero can interact with it to open it. She does. 25 credits, and then we discard. Draw 2 supply cards and gain 25 credits. So we're going to draw a couple supply cards and get rid of that crate. So let me get the supply cards out. Here they are. We're going to get to draw 2 of them. And we gain 25 credits, which the app keeps track of. So, 1 emergency med pack. And 2 troop data. When this card is drawn, reveal all the deployment cards in the Imperial player's hand and reserve. That doesn't do us any good, but I'll hold on to them in case it does something in this scenario. So we gain those 2 items. I'm going to put those cards back and we're going to continue. It didn't tell me to take anything out, so I'm not sure what to do there. Okay, let's move on and finish her turn. She's simply going to move over to here, and that's going to be the end of her turn. Okay, so we're going to take her, we're going to mark her done. And then the last one we have is Gideon, and I have a feeling things are going to happen. He really doesn't have a whole lot he can do. I think he's going to back up just in case some bad guys come out of the doors. We'll see. Well, he can interact with these doors, so I think what he's going to do actually is going to go 1, 2 over to here, and he's going to try this door. So let's go to the app. I don't think anything's going to come after us until we open a door that suggests it, so we're going to click on that door. It says the door is labeled garbage dump on the wall. Next to the door is a slot for a key card. The key card you acquired seems to fit the reader on the door. I got lucky. Wow. Okay, we're going to interact. The door slides open and you find yourself looking at a large pile of garbage. You immediately assaulted by the smell. Through stinging eyes, you can see there is no one here. It seems you have the wrong door. Okay. So we're just going to turn that aside to know that we have looked in it and there's nothing there. So that was both of his actions. So we're going to end his turn and see what happens. Uh-oh, see, something's going to happen now. A squad of Imperial troops responding to the sound of the screaming cantina patrons burst through the doorway at the other end of the cantina. They quickly take stock of the situation. Uh-oh, it's randomizing. Oh, it's an Imperial officer. Okay. Deploy an Imperial officer, assign a color. Okay. Here is our Imperial officer. Let's go assign him, blue. No, we'll assign him gray. Okay, that's more Imperial-ish, right? Or yellow? Yellow, I guess it is. Alright, so he is a gray. He's right here. Okay, now I have to deploy a stormtrooper group. We're going to do blue because I already have them labeled. So we're going to do a stormtrooper group. We're going to deploy them right here. So it's going to be 1, well, let me just do them. 1, 2, and 3 right here. Okay. Booyah. Alright, and we'll make them blue. And we'll confirm. Now we got 2 enemy units on the table, but we get to go first. And everybody's active. Well, we're at least going to get 1 character to go first. I did notice in the tutorial this app tends to interrupt you and attack you. So you got to be prepared for that. And I'm going to use this to mark the officer right now, and we'll continue on. All right, well, it looks like we're about to get into battle. Who do we want to go first? I think it's going to have to be Diala, who's going to try and attack some stormtroopers and get the heck out of there, right? Let's see what she can do. Actually, she's going to go after the officer, I believe. The Wookiee can head in and hit the stormtroopers. So she's going to go 1, 2, 3. She's not going to be able to stop any range attacks or anything from hitting her, so she's just going to go up and start attacking him. She will use her, I could use her force throw. What does that do? Here's her ability. Exhaust this card during your activation to choose another small figure within 3 spaces In test observation, if you pass push the figure 3 spaces, then if the figure is hostile, it suffers 1 hit. Not very valuable yet. We're going to use her armored gauntlets. See if we can stun this guy. Okay, we already got the dice out. Here they are. It does one yellow and 1 green. Sorry, see, it's better than that. So 1 yellow, 1 green. See what she can do. She got 3 hits and a stun. Oh, I got to get the officer. I got to get the character cards out. So here they are. Where's the officer? I need the officer. Okay, got to find the officer here. Hold on. Here we go. Normal Imperial officer. He's right here. It doesn't say an elite or anything. So here he is. I'm going to put him out on the table. See, he's got a defense die of 1. It's white. That means he's dodging. And then we got the stormtrooper guys too. I'll get them out as well. Just a normal stormtrooper unit. And get them out. Okay, here we go. Regular old stormtroopers are right here, ready for the fight. Okay, I got them all out on the board now. I got them out so I can track their stuff. Now, so he does get a white die in defense. Hopefully, it doesn't result in a miss. So he blocked 1, so he took 2 hits, and he took a whatever. Took something else. Okay, I'm going to find out. I'm going to remind myself of what those are called so I can use the right terminology. Because I haven't played in a while. But anyway, it's nothing crazy. It's just exactly what I think they are. They are called doofusjuice. Surges. Yeah, that's right. So for the surge, I think we could do 2 more damage. He's got, he's only got a health of 3. So far we're doing 2. Well, I can either do the cleave or that and just take him down in 1 shot. So we're going to do that. We're going to just blow him away. So he is gone already from the board. He only has a health of 3, and his defense wasn't enough. So he is history before he even gets to do anything. That is awesome. Well, it does say defending. No, he doesn't have any adjacent allied figures. So we have already defeated him. I got to mark that on the app, and I'll show you how to do that right now. Poor officer wasn't expecting a Jedi ninja with an armored gauntlet, right? So we're going to click on him like so, and we're going to say defeat gray Imperial officer. And I get +2 fame, and he's gone. Okay, now that was her action, so we're going to take Diala's action, and we're going to close her out. Now you see what happens? It interrupted me right there. So now the blue stormtroopers are going, and I'm going to talk about their turn because we haven't seen this yet. When the first figure in the group declares an attack, add 1 green die to the attack pool. So that means the first of these figures is going to get a bonus because he's bursted in and he's attacking us. These are his priorities. So on surges, he's going to do accuracy and then an attack first because they are, after all, ranged. Now, we are going to move 4 to attack Garkin. Now, if they don't have to move, then they won't, right? So, because they want to reposition away from him, they're going to do all of these if they can to get. So the first one is can he move 2 and reposition away? The second one, blah blah blah. Now we're going to activate all 3 of these guys, and they're all going to start shooting at Garkin. Now one of them cannot shoot at him, I don't think. Well, let's look at the range on the targeting. The first thing that they're going to do is move 4 to attack. Now, if they can attack in their range, they will attack. So even this one, because the way you do, and I'm going to use a card. I'll use one of these cards to show you on top. The way you do line of sight here is if you can draw from your corner to 2 of the corners of an enemy, then you can hit them. So here's his corner right here. You can see he can get to there, and he can get to there. So he can attack from right there. They all 3 can, so they just come in blasting at our Wookiee. That's not good. Now, their attacks are going to be blue and a green die. So that's not great either. And they're going to get 3 hits on him. Now he has armor. So he's got a black die in defense. I'll show you why I say that. And you can see right there he's got that black die. Now he is focused, so when he declares an attack action, it's going to give him a bonus, but right now it's not. We do have Wookiee Fortitude. I can exhaust this card during his activation to recover 2 hits. But then, or discard a condition. We're not there yet. Let's see how much damage he takes first. So this is the first attack against him. It does 2, a surge. The surge priority is going to be range. So first off, accuracy, because we started with this guy. So he was 1, 2, 3, 4 away. So he just would have, well, let me just double check that. 1, 2, 3, 4. He was 5 away. So he, well, no, 4. He hits. Just double check because it makes a big difference. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah, he hits for 3 hits, so he will use that surge for an extra point of damage. That is going to be 4 hits on our Wookiee Giddy, our Wookiee Garkin, who has 14 health. He's got 10 left right now. And we have 3 med packs. We're not in the worst shape. But we got 2 more attacks to go, and that is bad. Oh, this cancels the surge, actually. Let me take that back. That symbol there means the surge was canceled, so he only takes 3 health. He's got 11. And then we're going to attack with the second guy. He's right here. He's a range of 3, or 2 rather, looks like. Oh man, but we got good there. So we deflected 2. He took 2, and then he took that and a surge. Let's see, but he only had 3, 4, 5. He had plenty of range, so he took a total of 3 hits. No, 2 hits. 2 hits, and let me tell you why. So the surge gave us a +1. Then he got that +1. These 2 were deflected by the armor. So right now our Wookiee is taking 5 hits. And then the last one's going to go. That's this guy here. He's got a range of 1, 2, 3 on him, so he's very likely. I mean, our Wookiee's getting blasted right now. Did not take the surge, so he took another 2 hits, and that means he is now at 2, 4, 6, 7 out of 14. So he took half his health in that one attack. That's really, really bad. But they have gone now, so I get to finish their activation. You do activate by group, and now we're not done yet. Now we're going to try and reposition. They're going to try and get away from characters. That's going to be really tough for them to do. So they may not be able to get completely 4 away, but they're going to do their best. So he's going to move 2 to here. Now, why are they moving closer? Because of this next part of this. 1, 2, and 1, 2. We'll move them to here. And we're going to, now, it says, now the next part of this, and it does count. Well, it says move 6 to reposition. So that's the one they would have done because they're trying to get to 4 away. So he's going, let's start him over again. They would have moved 6 to reposition. Let's see if we can do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's as far as they can go. That's 1, 2, that's 3 away. It's about as far as a guy can go to get away. This one can go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. That puts him, yeah, with some cover. You got to do it to the most advantageous as possible against their attackers. He's actually 1, 2, 3. He's actually, if he moves here, well, he can't get away. So even if he moves 6, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, he's too close. I think his best bet is to stay right where he's at. He's only 2, 3 away from each of them, but that's the farthest he can get away from them. These 2 are, well, he's only 1 away. I don't even know if that was good for him. He was here. He might go to here, because that would put him 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I don't know. I think that's what we're going to do. I don't know what else they can do. Because remember, they get, just like characters, they get an attack and a move. I think actually though that we do all of them in descending order, if I'm not mistaken. So I do think they can he can do what I did, which is to put him over here. But this one, he can't get far enough away. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, that's, no, it's only 1, 2, right? So he can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That gets him farther away, I guess. 2 more, right? So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they can get to here, here, and here, actually. They could do that, I think. Yeah, okay, they're going to come out to this hallway right here. They've run out into the hallway, they shot at him, they ran by him to try and get by because they moved 2 to reposition to 4. They weren't able to do that, so then they moved 6 to reposition to 4 from him, or from any hero, but that's about as best they can do. 1, 2, maybe not for him. He was back here in the corner. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Whew, hard. Okay, he was here. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Too close. I think this is their best bet, actually, right there. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to finish their activation, and now we go back to our heroes. He's already activated. She's already activated, so she can't do anything. We're going to activate our Wookiee next. He is going to. Is he going to rest? He's taking. No, we got to kill these guys. She's going to go 1, 2, 3 and attack this first one here. Now he has. I think he's going to act. No, we're not going to use his Wookiee Fortitude first, but he is focused, so he's going to get to add a green die. He has extra ammunition, but we're not going to worry about that right now. Actually, he doesn't want that, does he? That's for a blaster. He's going to give that to Gideon. Gideon has the extra ammunition. Okay, but he's going to use his vibro axe. It's Pierce 1, Cleave 2, and he's got a red and yellow die. So let's see what he can do. Wow, look at that red die. 3 hits and a surge. So he can cleave, which just means he's going to do 3 hits to one of them, but they get to roll. That Stormtrooper gets to roll a black die. He took 1, so he took 2 hits. Now these Stormtroopers have 3 health, so he's still up. That's not good. But number 1 took, or number 3 rather, took 2 hits from that. And a cleave means that number 2, or number 1 there, also took a hit from the cleave attack. That's what cleave does. So he cleaved his vibroaxe around. He hit both of them. That was his second action, though, so he is done. Okay, so we're going to end his action. Probably wasn't the safest thing to do, but we got to kill these guys. All right, I think we'll do Jin next. She's right behind him. She's just going to blast away at him. Hopefully they won't turn and shoot at her. She is right here. Now she has her new blaster that she got on the last mission. Let's take a look at that. She's got her E11. It does a blue and green die, but it has some really good bonuses. Oh, I forgot the green die for his focused attack. Yeah, because see, he's focused. Now that's going to go away, unfortunately. But he is focused. So, focused is gone. But we're going to get to roll an extra green die. Let's see what we get. Oh, we got another hit and another burst. So he could have done Pierce 1. That would have done an extra 2 points of damage and killed number 3. We still only did 1 point to the other guy. But that would have been enough to kill him, because we would have negated one of the armor and added an extra hit. So, no, that's not true. Pierce and cleave. So he's got 3. So he is dead. Number 3 has been killed. Okay, because he only got 3 hits. He took 1 more hit. Alright, so that's how that ended up, because of that extra green die. Now let's move on to the pistol blast with Jin. She's got, again, a blue and a green die. And the Stormtrooper has a black die. She's going to shoot number 2. It is 1, 2, 3 away. Let's hope she has a range on it. And let's roll. Okay. Ooh, good hits. 3 hits. The Stormtrooper did get 2 defense, but it's because she's going to kill it, because she can do that. Now, did she have range? She had 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Yes, she had range. She didn't have to worry about adding for accuracy. So she's using this surge plus 2 hits. That means she did a total of 3, 4, 5. Minus 2, 3. They have 3. Each Stormtrooper has a health of 3. So it is kaput. Number 2 is gone. So only 1's left, and he's got a little bit of damage on him. But that was only her first action. So for her second action, she's going to shoot at the other Stormtrooper. Why the heck not? See what she gets. Now he was 1. Oh, I don't think she made it. 1, 2, 3. She missed. Pew! Okay. Well, she tried. She shot 1, killed 1, then missed the other. And that is going to be her turn. Okay, it looks, it still hasn't interrupted us. We still get to go. So Gideon's going to go next. He's got a movement of 4, so he's going to go 1, 2, 3 to right there. Now here's his corner, so he can easily target that guy from around the corner. He's basically reaching around the corner and blasting at him. However, that Stormtrooper cannot target him. That's good. All right, he is going to use his holdout blaster. This is what it looks like. It's got Pierce 2 on it, and it does a blue and a green die. So basically, here's his dice. Let's see what he does. He did 2 hits and a surge, and it blocked 1. So the surge is going to Pierce 2. So this has gone away. Remember, he took 1 hit because of the cleave, so they killed all 3 of the Stormtroopers just like that. That was pretty fast and effective. Guys, I haven't played Imperial Assault in a while, and I've reread the rules, and I'm using the new app, which I only did the tutorial on. So if I do make any mistakes, please let me know, but I think I'm okay so far. But that is going to end Gideon's activation. So, round 4, it's back around to us. I think we're going to go with Diala first. She's going to go 1, 2, 3 to here and open. No, she'll go to this corner and open this crate right here. We're going to interact with that crate, because we always need stuff. Stuff's important. Okay, we're going to interact with the crate. What do we get? Another med pack, 25 credits, and we get to draw a supply card. Let's get those out. Here's the supplies. And what does she get? She gets a Bacta infusion, Discard this card during your activation to choose yourself or an adjacent ally. Choose that figure, recovers 3 health. That's great. And so our Jedi wannabe has that item. I call her a Jedi wannabe because she says she's a outcast, a haunted exile. She has force powers, but she's not a real Jedi. Okay, so that is going to then, we're going to hit continue. Boom, that's the end of that. And we're going to mark the end of her turn. I'm going to take that now. Oh, I forgot to kill the stormtroopers. We're going to finish them and then kill them off. Okay, there we go. I hope that didn't affect the turn, but maybe it did. We'll see. Got to remember to do those things, guys. Probably easier when there's several of you sitting around a table with the app. All right, next up, I think we're going to go with Jin. Jin is down here, so for her first action, she's going to interact with that. We'll do that in a second, and then she's going to move. She's got a movement speed of 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. She's moving up with the rest of the group. So let's go interact with this thing here. Okay. That was the first thing she did. You may find some useful... She got 50 credits and a supply card. So this is going to be it for our supplies. We've got basically gotten everything we can out of this place, right? So, boosh. Adrenaline stem. Okay, that's good. So she's got that. We're building up some stuff here. That is good because we also have the troop data, which doesn't help us. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll keep it and see. All right. We're going to continue. That's going to end her turn. All right, and next up we have our Wookiee. Well, his first action is he's going to rest and use one of these med packs. So we can use to recover 5. So he didn't have any endurance, so he's just going to do that, and we're going to recover 5 hit points. That leaves him with 2 damage on him still, but and 1 less med pack to contend with. And then he will move. Let's go to the board. Okay, he will go 1, 2, 3, and 4 to right here. Right here, where he will hang out. Remember, you can move diagonally, so he's fine right there by that door. And that is going to mark the end of his turn. I'm going to do it on the app. You don't need to see that again, do you? You know how it works. And then last up, we have Gideon, who I think is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 for his first action, and then interact with that door for his next action. All right, let's see if we can save our dudes. Okay, the door is labeled Furnace Room. On the wall next to the door is a slot for a key card. The key card you acquired seems to fit the reader on this door. Let's check it out. The door slides open. You find yourself in some kind of maintenance room. A workbench is piled high with broken parts and various tools. There is a furnace for melting down junk at the opposite end of the room. In the glow of the furnace, you see that there's no one inside. Seems you have the wrong room. Okay, so I figured it was the end room, but that's why I want to check this one first. Okay, that is going to mark the end of our guys. So, round 5, let's see if anything happens. No, we're just going to go back to our activations. That's great. Okay, so we're going to activate Diala first. She is too far away, so she's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. She has a 4? Yeah, 4. So she moves to right here. She's done. She's going to take her second action and go 1, 2, 3, 4 to right there. Now you can move through heroes, so she'll just stand right there. Way up. Let me go to where she's at. Okay, she's right there. All right, that is going to mark the end of her turn. I'm going to mark her done. Now, it could be interrupted. We'll see. No. Okay, so it's just our turns. That's great. So we'll go with Gideon next. He's right here. He'll just move up to here for his first action, and for his second action, he'll interact with the door. Odds are we're about to expand the game. Okay, the door is labeled Conveyor Room. On the wall next to the door is a slot for the key card. Yes, we know it works. A rebel can interact with it. Okay, boom. And look, we have a new place. Let me get this out and get the room set up. I need tiles 20B and 36B. Okay, I have that part set up. Now let's see what else happens. You see the missing crew members bound and gagged on the floor. Place 4 Imperial mission tokens as indicated. Okay, so I got to get some Imperial mission tokens out. Let's get them out, and we're going to say they are where? Let's see. Blue one, I got the blue one placed. Find the red one, got the red one placed. And then I'm going to need a green and a yellow. Okay, green and a yellow. Alright, got that done. And then it says update objectives, free all the members. Okay. What's going to happen to us now? I'm sure we got a number of hired goons are deployed throughout the room, keeping watch over valuable hostages. As soon as they see you through the door, they let out a fierce cry as they charge at you. Okay, who are they going to be? Uh-oh, random stuff. Uh-oh. What is that? Deploy a regular Nexu right there. Oh, man, a new beastie to deal with today. Let me get out the stuff. I'm populating the board. I don't need to flash back and forth, but we'll have the board all populated and you'll get to see what it looks like. Right now I'm looking for the Nexu. That's pretty bad. He's pretty nasty. And I see where he goes. He goes right there. He's a big beast, by the way. He takes up more than one space, and I got to find his card. Too. Let me do that. In the deployment cards, it's a regular Nexu, right? Yeah. Okay, not an elite or anything like that. Gonna find him. Shuffling through all the different guys, and I don't see the. There it is. Nexu, regular Nexu. I got him. Okay, here's what he looks like. Let's just take a look at the Nexu. He is mobile. He's got mobile, bleed, cleave, and pierce. He's pretty nasty. He's got this pounce ability, which is going to be place your figure on an empty space within 3 spaces. Then you may perform an attack. That's him. And then cunning, while defending, apply 1 defense with the results of each one of these. Okay, and he's non-sentient. He can't interact with things, but he does have an attack of a red and green dice, 6 health and 6 speed. And that is one dude. So, we're going to continue from there. Let's see what else we get. It's randomizing. What do we get? We get deploy a regular Trandoshan hunter group. Okay, well, we're going to do that. Let me get out the miniatures and get them out on the board. Here's the group of Trandoshans. There are 3 of them. They have bleed ability when they surge and pierce 2. They are relentless. When you declare an attack targeting a figure within 3 spaces, that figure suffers a stress. And then they have a scatter gun. While attacking, if you are adjacent to the target, apply an extra hit to the attack result. So those are those guys. They have 6 health and man, this and 4 speed. This is going to be a little bit of a fight for us. Let's continue. Oh, and there's wow, deploy an elite Nexu. Oh, okay, well, we know we are in trouble. We have an elite Nexu as well. So I'm going to mark him with just a token so I know he's the elite. It's gotten a bit crowded in here, so I'm going to have to move one of the Trandoshans back to make room for the elite Nexu. So I'm going to get his card out. He's going to be worse than the other Nexu, just so you know. That's the way it works. And let me see if I can find him real quick. There's the red Nexu. There he is. Okay, here is the elite Nexu. He's got 8 health, 6 speed. He does a red and a green like the other one. He's got all the same abilities, but they're slightly better. His surge cleave is 2 instead of 1. And I think that's going to be the entire group of baddies, right? And okay, there's a crate in the corner. Okay, got that set up. So some stuff. And that's it, guys. Wow, that is terrible. Okay, that was Gideon. So he is actually done. Because that was he moved and then opened the door. Now, oh no, now the regular Trandoshan hunters are going to go next. Their bonus is to regenerate. At the start of the figure's activation, it discards all harmful conditions and recovers 2. That's bad. So the first thing they're going to do is attack and move 5. They're going to try and attack Jin Odin, but they can't. She's way far away. So they're going to attack then the nearest, healthiest guy, which is actually Gideon. He's got no damage on him at all. Jin or Diala does. So they have a movement of 5. Are they ranged? I believe they are ranged, right? Yeah, so the Trandoshans have ranged weapons. So they might move up some just so they don't miss, but they can't. These guys are in their way. I don't think they can pass through each other like that. Maybe they can. If heroes can do it, can they do it? I think so. But he can actually, yeah, he can go through here too. He can go, let me see, 1, 2 to there. That puts, well, he'll move up as close as he can. He'll move up to right there. He might as well. He can move 5, and then he's going to move away to reposition. So then he'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. That's as close as they can really all get. But they run up. Let me show you what they're doing. Onto the app. So they were all back here, and they all moved up to there. Because then what they're going to do is attack Gideon in this case, because he's the closest, healthiest guy. And then also they're going to back away after that because they're going to move to reposition 2. So they're going to try and just stay within 2 of him. All right, so let's go with these first attacks. Remember, they have a green and a blue, and they're attacking Gideon. Boosh. He's our weakest dude, really, from a strength standpoint. He does have armor, though. And he does have me show you what he's got. He does have some stuff. In addition to his holdout blaster, he has this extra ammunition and the reinforced helm. Exhausts his card while defending to choose one attack die. The attacking figure rerolls that die. And so he can block one die. Let's see what he gets. They're attacking. The first one attacks and does, wow, 1 point of damage, and that's it. Plenty of range, though, so he'll take that hit. Might as well. So number one of the Trandoshans hit him, did not, and the surge is canceled because of this. So that was not very effective on their part. I'm just double checking their stuff to make sure, looking at their priorities on surges. They're going to do Pierce first. Okay, all right, then the next one, number 3 here, is now 1-2 away. They're going to hit. I mean, they're going to have range. He did a little better. He did 1. He got the surge, which is going to be Pierce 2, which means he's going to take 2 points of damage. So Gideon will just take that. No sense in re-rolling those dice. And then the third one is going to shoot at him again. And he gets 2 surges and a hit. So it's going to be, he blocked that hit. I don't think, I got to look at bleed. I don't think the bleed's going to take an effect if he takes no damage. I'm going to double check that. Just look up, I need the other book, hold on. The big book of stuff. Alright, got to look up bleed. Bleed is on page 9. Let's take a look at that, see what it says. Okay, conditions. Oh, I got to get at the bleed condition. Let's take a look at that and see what it says here. Focus. Bleeding. During your activation after you resolve an action, other than the action listed below, you suffer one stress. I think he's going to have to take that. It doesn't say he doesn't take it if he doesn't take damage. So I'm going to assume he does take that right now. I'll have to look into that later. If I'm incorrect, he will take a point of damage at the beginning of his next turn. That's it. But that is all. Now that's not all with the Trandoshans. They're going to try and reposition to be within 2. So this one will move to here. That puts him in 2. 1, 2. That's more than, so actually 1, 2. He'll move to here. He'll back up to here. That's 1, 2, 1, 2, and yeah, he'll just stay where he's at right there. Okay, that is the end of their activation, so I'm going to finish them. And now we go back to us. Okay, Wookiee time. Yeah, we're going to go with the Wookiee next, I think. That would be the best move. Or yeah, because then he'll move out of Jin's way. So we're going to go with our Wookiee. Our Wookiee moves 4. He's pretty healthy right now. He's got his Wookiee Fortitude to back him up. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to step right in the way here. Question is, does he go after the Nexu or the Trandoshans? I think he's going to hit the Nexu, the non-elite Nexu, which is in front of him first. So, the Nexu has armor. No, Nexu dodges the white die. And then he is then going to use his Vibro Axe, which is going to give him a red and a yellow. He's not going to do 6 this turn unless he gets really lucky. He's not focused. Let me see if he can do his charge. He's going to use his charge ability. Move a number of spaces up to your speed, then you may perform an attack with a melee weapon. Now that's going to cost him 2 stress to do that. So he's going to take 2 stress. That's how that works. Let me show you on his character sheet what I'm talking about if you haven't played this before. But this is not a new game, so I'm assuming people have played before. So he can do that. That'll give him an extra, another attack instead of just moving. But he took 2 stress for it. Okay, here's his first attack. So he did, wow, that's not great. One of his surges goes away. His Vibro Axe does Pierce and Cleave. So I think he's going to do Pierce. That means no armor, so it'll take 3 points of damage. The first Nexu takes 3 hits. That's a good start because that's half of its damage in one shot. And the reason that happened is because one of his... So on the dice, let's take a look at the dice again. So this one, the little circle there means that one of his surges is gone, but the other one took effect. So why he doesn't get to do the Cleave, he'd rather do the Pierce on this because he'll kill it or do the damage. He did hit it. So then he's going to attack it again. And the Cleave basically got rid of the point right there. Or not the Pierce, rather. So let's roll this again. Oh man, what a hit! Now, again, he loses one of his surges, but he's going to kill the Nexu in one shot. He one-shotted the Nexu. Well, one-rounded the Nexu. It's boom! This guy is gone. So he took 2 points, 3 points right there. Minus 1 armor, he got 2, so the Pierce takes effect. We killed the Nexu. That is awesome. I'm going to take him off the board. Nexu didn't seem so bad when we get to attack him first, right? Oh, okay, we got 4 fame for killing the big Nexu. But we're not even close to... We're still in trouble. That is the entirety of his turn. Oh, the elite Nexu is going to go. So we know he's going to attack who? He's going to pounce. Place this figure in an empty space within 6 spaces of an adjacent to 2 or more. Okay, well, we know where he's going. He can't get in here. I don't think... He's a big target. I don't think he can get in here. So I think he has to pounce to right there. Adjacent to 2 or more, then attack the rebel who has suffered the least amount of damage. So he can pounce his full movement. It's 6, right? Yeah, so he can... Actually, he can go... He was here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he can go right to here and attack both Gideon and Diala. I know that says it's red. He can't technically, but he can do that, I believe. That would make sense. So he's going to do his pounce attack. It says at the start of this figure's activation, if this figure is in an exterior space, he's not. He gains +1 surge, but he doesn't. Okay, so the pounce attack for the elite Nexu does what? Place, okay, it's 6 spaces though, because you don't pay attention to what it says in the card, but he does do a red and a green die. And he's going to attack the healthiest of the 2. They're both the same. So I think he'll... No, the healthier one is actually Diala because she has more health, even though they have the same amount of damage. Space attack the adjacent 1, 2 or more rebels. The attack rebel who suffered the least amount of damage. Okay, so that'll be Diala. He's going to attack her. So that is going to be a red and green die. Ouch. Where's the red dice? Here we go. Red and green. Yep. Red and green die. Boom. There it is. And she gets 1 die, white die in defense. Does she have anything else that can defend her? I thought her arm thing does something else. It does not. Her fist does not. Okay, so she is going to take that hit from him and see what happens. Okay. Oh my God! What a blow! Wow. So no surges. So let me show you what we rolled. Okay. Sorry, I should focus on the roll. But anyway, this is a pretty nasty hit. That's 3, 4, 5. No surges, so her defense did nothing. She's going to take 5 big whopping hits. That is pretty darn nasty. So boom, she is now at 8 of 12. Man, that is really rough. Okay, then we're going to take the next action. Pounce. Place this figure in an empty space within 6 spaces and adjacent to Gideon Argus. He's already there. Then attack Gideon. So now now the thing's going to attack Gideon. Gideon's in trouble from this big bad guy, isn't he? Wow, another big hit. At least he took 1 point of damage away, so that's 3, 4 points onto Gideon. I'll just take 1 point away and give him a 5. That is going to put him at 7 of 10. Man, it didn't take long for us to take a whopper hit there. Okay, now let's go back to the app. That was the Nexu's hit on Gideon. Wow, we haven't even gotten in there to get the guys yet. Okay, so it says move 3 to reposition 3. Okay. So that's easy enough to do. It can go 1, 2, 3 to there. That's not close enough. Then it says move 9 to reposition 3. 1, 2, 3. So it can go to right here. That's where. Okay, let me show you where it's going to go. So far, the hardest part of this game is mapping out where these guys are going. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3 to there. Okay. I don't think he can. I think he's stuck there, isn't he? I guess. Yeah. Because he's not pouncing anymore, so he can't jump across. It's just a move. Let me look up something real quick. Okay, yeah, so he's mobile. So what he can do is by the way, anybody can move through hostile figures, just cost extra movement. So he doesn't, though. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3 to here, which will put him 1, 2, 3 away from Jin, and 3 away from them at least, and he backed around the corner for protection. Alright, that is going to be the end of that creature's activation, thank God. So we're going to go to the app, we're going to finish, and now we're going to go back to Jin. She's the only one left. So Jin, completely startled by the Nexu, is going to start shooting. Let's see what else she can do. Now she has Adrenal Stun. You discard this card during your activation to choose yourself, or stem, rather, to recover 3 stress. She doesn't have any. She is going to use her blaster. It's a blue and green, but it's got some good bonuses on it. let me see. She's got Smuggler's Luck. We'll have to see if she needs that. I don't think she needs it right now. So let's just roll for her blaster. It's not her vintage blaster. It's her E11. Same thing that I think Princess Leia likes to use sometimes. All right, that is going to be a green and a blue against the Nexu's armor. This Nexu is not taking any hits, so she is going to shoot. Let's hope she gets enough range. She didn't. 1, 2, but she didn't, and she didn't get a surge, and it blocked 1, 2. Totally missed. Wow, completely missed it. It's 3 away. So that was her first shot. Her second shot missed again. Oh wait, I'm using the wrong die. Hold on, wrong dice. Using the red die. It's supposed to be blue. Sorry, not colorblind either. All right, let's do that again. Blue and green. Blue and green. Okay. No wonder she wasn't getting any range. All right, there we go. So she got 5 range. She took 1, 2, 3, 4. She got 4 hits, blocked 1, right? That's all it gets is 1 black die. Let me just double check it. While defending, apply 1 die for every one of these results. Gets a bonus for that, but that doesn't matter. So it just basically blocked 1. It doesn't get any other abilities. So it took 3 hits. That means the big Nexu took 3 hits, but it's got 8. And now we're going to attack with the second hit again. Let's see. 1, 2 range and just 2 surges. So we can do an accuracy, doesn't help us, in +2. So a total of 2 hits. This gives it 1 effective damage. Plus it wipes out one of those, but it really doesn't matter. So it takes 1 more hit. That's it. And that is going to be the end of her activation. She just sat there and blasted at it. Not very well either, I might add. So that is going to mark the end of her turn. Okay, now we're going back to round 6. Let's see if anything bad happens. No, we just get to go with our players, but we got a lot of baddies around. So let's think about what we're going to do. Yes, this is a longish video, but that's okay because we're going to get through a whole scenario in this if we can. That's my goal, anyway, for this video. Get one whole scenario in this because there's a lot of missions in there. I don't know how many, but we're going to start our activation with our Wookiee. He's going to stand right where he's actually, yeah, he's going to stand right where he's at. He's going to hit number 3 on the Trandoshans because he wants to kill them. And so he's using his Vibro Axe. That is going to give him a red and yellow die. So let's get out the red and yellow die. Here they are. And the Trandoshans have armor. I believe they do. They have 1 black armor. So he's going to hit. Now let me see what he does here. So he's going to roll these for his first attack. We'll see what he gets. See if he can cleave the heck out of these guys or do anything. Well, he got a lot of hits and he got 2 surges. So you remember you can only spend 1 surge on one thing. You can't double up, like I can't do pierce twice. So he just pierce and cleave on number 3. Or he'll hit number 1 actually, because they're more likely to hit number 3. So he hits number 1. That means he does 3 points of damage. The Trandoshans have 6 health. They're pretty tough. He does a surge. Oh, my professional environment. The phone ringing like crazy. My people texting me like crazy. It's just great. Okay. Anyway, he's going to cleave. So he did a total of 3 points. He does succeed in his cleave and his pierce. So he did 3 points because the Trandoshan rolled 2 armor. So Trandoshan number 3, or 1 rather, takes 3 points of damage. There are 3 of them, so he takes number 3 takes 3, and then number 1, which is right next to him, is going to take another 1 because of the. No, I take it back. I did that the other way around actually. Number 3 got hit. Number 1 got hit with the main hit. Number 3 took the cleave damage of 1. Okay, and then he gets another attack, and he's just going to attack them. He doesn't really have much option of what he can do here. So. Wow, that was really bad. So this canceled his surge, but he did do 1 more hit to number 1, and he did 1 more hit to. Oh no, he didn't do a surge, so he failed. He just did 1 hit to number 1. That was his entire second attack. That was bad. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm so distracted. I don't think I showed you the dice, but if I didn't, this is what they look like. Okay. All right. Okay, let's move on to, let's finish his turn. Okay, going back to the app, we're going to finish his turn. Oh, now the next who's going to go. That's bad. Let's see what's going to happen there. We're going to pounce. We're going to place this figure within 6 spaces adjacent to 2 or more rebels. So it's going back after our 2. Well, actually, Yeah. The rebel who has suffered. And okay, let's go to the board. We're going to do that. It's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to right here. And then it's going to attack the rebel who suffered the least damage. That is going to be Garkin right now. And I mean, it's going to attack Garkin twice then, because that's next thing is to attack Garkin. Okay, it's going to attack Garkin with a red and green die. Here's its dice. Garkin has armor, so that's good. Let's see what he rolls here. Man, the bad guy is rolling really good. So we'll remove that armor, but it did get a surge. What does it surge do? Let's look at surge priority. Plus 2 hits, so he took 5 hits again from the bad guy. Boom! There it is. I think we're going to have to use that Wookiee Fortitude, right? Yep. Okay, because he's at 7, plus he's got 2 stress on him already. So then it is going to, it says pounce, place this figure in a space within 6 spaces adjacent to Garkin. Well, he's already adjacent to Garkin, so he's just going to stay there and attack. Well, good news, Garkin rolled really well on his armor. So we got 2, 3, 4, 5. We took 3, so he only took 2 more hits on that attack. And then he's going to move to reposition 3. So what is that going to do? So he can go 1, 2. Actually, he can go 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3 back, way back into the back there. That thing is jumping all over the place. But we've only activated one of our heroes so far, so we're doing okay. I think we'll see. All right, next up, I think we're going to go with Diala. Wait, I'm not. I got to finish his actions. Hold on. At least the Trandoshans haven't gone yet, and we're back to our heroes. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to go with Diala. She is definitely going to charge in and attack. Let's see. Let's go back to the board and see what she's going to do. Okay, she's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to here, and she's going to attack. Number 1 is almost out of the running, so she's going to attack number 1 with her armored gauntlet. It has a bunch of abilities, so hopefully she gets some good surges. She's got a green and a yellow die against its black die. So let's see what she can do. Come on. Let me make sure you can see the dice. Boosh. Oh man, that was pretty good. Well, not great. Let me see. That was like that. Okay. So this is negated, but we got that. So we might have some better stuff there. Let's see. Her armored gauntlet. What does it do? She can stun him if she doesn't kill him. She's definitely going to do that. So for 1 surge, and for the other surge, she can cleave 1. So she can do. She can kill him. Okay. So number 1 is dead. Boosh. The first Trandoshan is put down. That is good, but that is going to be the end of her activation. So let's go take her turn, finish her turn up. Okay, let's finish her off there. Oh no, the Trandoshans are going next. Luckily, there's only 2 of them. So they're going to move forward to attack the closest rebel. Well, they're close enough right now. Then they're going to try and reposition 2 away. So let's take their turns. So this one here is going to attack Garkin for sure. He's in the same space as this one, but he can attack either one of those guys. But he's going to attack Garkin because Garkin is so hurt, and that would make sense. There's this Imperial rule that you always do the thing that's most advantageous to the bad guys if you can. So we are going to do that, and that means that he is going to shoot a blue and a green die at Garkin. Garkin has a black defense dice. So those are his dice. Let's see what we get here. A 3, 4. Wow, 4, and he blocked 2. That's good. So he only took 1 more hit from the Trandoshan, and that's 1 more hit on him. He is seriously here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 out of 14, including the 2 stress tokens. He's got to heal. All right. The next one is going to attack her, though. Number 2 will attack her because she is the closest to him. Well, yeah, because he's back here. Right. Okay, let's roll. Oh wait, wrong die. Got to roll the right die for her. All right, well, same result. So we avoided her the surge, but she did take a total of 3 points of damage. And then we're going to reposition these guys. So that is, she's hurting too. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. She's only got 1 health left. Oh my God, we got to do something here. We could lose. That would be very, very bad. Okay, next up we got to reposition them. So they both did their attacks. Now he's going to try and reposition 2, so he's going to go 1, 2, still not far enough. He's going to go 1, 2. He is 2 away, so he's fine right there. He's going to stay right there. But this guy, he's going to move 7 to reposition 2. He'll just back up 1. 1, 2. Yeah, he'll back up 1 to there, and they're in good shape. Okay, now Gideon. We'll do Gideon next. Finish their activation. Hold on. Okay. There, we finished their activation. Now we're going back to our guys. We got Jin and Gideon. Let's do Jin. Okay, Jin's way down here, so she's going 1, 2, 3, 4, and I guess 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So she'll try and shoot this guy for her next action with her blaster. It is going to be... Where's her blaster? Where's her stuff? Stuff. There. Nope. Got to make sure. Oh, Gideon's supposed to take a point of damage from his bleeding. Well, he hasn't activated yet, so we'll wait. I'm looking for... Where's her holdout? Her pistol. Hold on. Yeah, she's going to shoot with this, and she's got some things that she can do. She can't get close enough to really help anybody otherwise, but she can exhaust to reroll. So she's going to do this. Okay, blue and a green, and the Trandoshan has a black, so we're going to see if we can get this guy. So she did 3, 4, let me see, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Man, exactly. Okay, so she hit. I mean, she does get her surge, which can be +2 damage. So that the Trandoshan took, number 3 took 3 points of damage. So he's at 4. He's still alive, guys. He's still alive with that hit, and that's going to be her entire turn. That is not good, but we'll see what we can do. All right, so let's take her turn. All right, now we got to go to Gideon. He's the last one. Gideon is actually going to do something for his first action. I think with the med pack I can heal somebody else, but Okay, I think he's got a he's going to, I think he needs to use a med pack. No, it's during a rest. He can't do it on somebody else, and the other people have the actual extra med packs. The emergency med packs are in the hands of Jin and Diala, so he can't really help with that. So he's going to attack. As I understand it right, even though he's right in front of him, because of the way the targeting works, I can use that corner and shoot that guy. So that's what he's going to do. He's going to get a blue and a green. The Trandoshan has a black. Let's see if we can kill the Trandoshan without moving. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. He just hit. That's good. The Trandoshan did take 2 points away, so it took 2 more points of damage. That's just enough to kill it. That was 6 points. Boom. The Trandoshan number 3 is dead, but Trandoshan number 2 has not even taken any damage. And then what? I think... Yeah, then he'll move because he can't shoot this guy. There's way too much stuff in there. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to right there so that he can interact with that guy next turn. And that's going to be the end of his movement. So let's go back to the app. And boom. Okay. Round 7. Let's see what happens. Anything bad? No, we just get to start going. That is good. Okay, so we're going to start with our wiki, who's going to use another med pack, I think. Everybody's going to start their turn using a med pack. So he's going to rest for his first action. Would you like to use a med pack to recover 5? Yes. Boosh. Does that. And he also recovers 2 stress, because the recover stress is normal plus the 5. So, or recover up to 3 stress, I think. But anyway, that is. See, he's not okay. He's still pretty hurt, but he's better off. And then I think he's going to use his charge. Oh, and by the way, he is focused because of his rage, and he has a rage ability. It says after an attack targeting you is resolved, you suffer 3 or more damage. You become focused. So he is currently focused, and then he is going to charge. He's going to go 1, 2, 3. That's going to put 2 stress back on him. So he is back up to having 2 stress on him. But his charge is going to allow him to attack with his vibro axe in the same round, even though he rested, which is good. So the vibro axe is going to give him a red and a yellow die. So we got a red and yellow die. Let's see what he can get. The Nexu has a white die in defense. Yes, okay, there we go. Okay, so he got, wow, He got 4 hits and a surge, but the surge is canceled, and the Nexu also has a special ability of cunning. So that actually counted as 2. So basically, it took 2 hits from the Vibro Axe attack, and that's it. So, because the Pierce took away 1 of the armor, but it still had another one. So it, well, let me see. He takes 2 armor away, but he did, no, the surge is canceled. So he only takes 2 hits, yeah. Okay, so the Nexu Elite takes 2 hits. That is no bueno. And, you know, it's interesting. I don't remember if I rolled any surges on the Nexu, because I probably owe some guys a damage point or 2, because it's got cleave 1. I forgot about that. Or actually, the Elite Nexu has cleave 2. I got to think about that. Well, this is our learning session. If I flubbed it up, I kind of flubbed it up. I mean, obviously, we're not doing that well. People are hurting pretty bad. That is going to end Garkin's turn, though. You know what? To play it safe, he's also going to take another stun or another stress to heal 2 more wounds. I don't want him going down. I'd rather have him 1 stress for 2 extra wounds off him. That means he's only got 3 wounds on him right now. Much better way to go. And that is that ability. That's the Wookiee Fortitude. It is now exhausted. Okay, now let's end his turn. All right. Go, yeah, boom. And now the Elite Nexu is going to go, and I know exactly where he's going. By the way, I did give Gideon another point of damage. He's at 8 because he's bleeding. I got to remember that. Okay, so this guy. Oh, you know, I did forget his focus though. He gets a green die on the baddie, right? So see if he does. He did 2 more points of damage on the Nexu. That was important. Okay, and he's no longer focused though, the Wookiee. But he did take damage again, right? So he is focused again, I think. Yeah, he is. He took 3 or more points of damage that turn. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Take it back. Not yet. Okay. Now, this thing is going to pounce here and then attack the rebel who has suffered at least the least amount of damage. Right now, that is actually going to be Garkin. Okay, so Garkin is going to take a hit from a red and yellow die. Garkin also has armor, and I got to remember the Nexu's abilities. Make sure I don't forget those. But, okay, so here we got. We have 2. Here's what happened. He attacks Garkin for 2-3. Garkin took that away, but he's got a surge, which, what's his surge priority? The Nexu's surge priority is going to do extra damage. So that's going to be a total of 3 points of damage. I've been remembering to do that, I think, because that's his priority. So 3 points of damage on Garkin. So we've taken, yeah, 3 points. And let me put him on Garkin. 1, 2, 3. There we go. He is damaged again. Ouch. He took 3 points in 1 turn, so he is focused again. Now he's focused. And then we're going to do another attack. Pounce within 6 of the closest non-bleeding. Well, that is both Diala and Garkin. Diala is much more hurt. I think it would just attack Diala. That would make more sense. So we're going to take away this black die. We're going to take the white die, and this might wound Diala. Let's see. Well, yeah. That is going to be 1 armor gone, so that's missing, and then it does not get the extra damage bonus because we wiped out one of its surges. She takes 3 points of damage. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. She is now wounded. What does that mean? Well, she's gone over her damage capacity, so we're going to flip her card to the wounded side. You know, she loses one of her abilities, which we really haven't had much of it. I mean, I haven't really used any of them. She would have used them this turn on that guy, but she killed the last guy she attacked, so I didn't need it. And it does make her a little worse. Now, we see her abilities go down a little bit on every front. So she is now wounded, and that is bad for us. But it's more likely that we're going to finish this off before anything too tremendously bad happens further. And then it says it's going to, the Nexu is going to reposition 3. So, let's see, it's going to go 1, 2, it'll go to here, and then 1, 2, 3, yeah, right to here. It'll back up there, and it can pull that off. And then we're going to finish its turn. Okay, so see, it could move up to 9 to reposition. It could get there, but it wants to try and be exactly 3 away. So it's 3 away from Jin. Okay, and well within pouncing distance of the other guys. So, all right, now we get to take our turns. I think we will start. Well, we don't start with Diala. She's wounded. Let's start with our Wookiee. He's going to go after the Trandoshan. Since it doesn't go yet, he is going to charge. since he's a little healthier again, even though this is going to start hurting him. Ugh, okay, but he's going to do it anyway because we got to kill these guys. He charges up to there so he can hit twice. It's going to give him a red and yellow against a black die. Let's see, hits with his vibro axe. He did lots of damage, but it blocked 3, so it took 2 damage because he had no surges. So the Trandoshan took 2 out of its 6, and then he's going to hit it again for a second action. Remember, that was a charge, so you got to move and hit. Oh my, look at that. Took no damage. Bang! Alright, well, at least we got other characters. Except, I think the Trandoshan's going to go next, so we'll see. I don't know what I was thinking. He's already gone, so we're not going to do that. I take it back, and the Trandoshan is not hurt. We're going to have to go with, I think we'll go with, well, she still does the same amount of damage, so we're going to go with Diala. Let's go back with her. So, she's going to go 1, 2 to here and attack the Trandoshan there. Now, she does not have as much cool stuff. Or her, actually, what she does, just her stuff doesn't do as much damage. She's got the green and yellow against the black. Let's see how she fares. Well, she got 2 surges against 2 armor. So the armor gauntlet can stun. I think we'll do that. And then do +2, which will bounce. Or I can do +2 and cleave or pierce, which will do 1 point. No, we're just going to stun him. Boom, we stun him. Here's stun. You cannot attack or voluntarily exit your space. That is really good. Discard this condition when you take an action. So the Trandoshan is currently stunned. He will lose that status when he gets his action. But that was the entire round for Diala. Ooh, long video, guys. Sorry. Her turn is up. Oh, now the Trandoshan's going to get to go, but we know that all he's going to do is this because he's stunned. So I'm going to finish his turn, and we go back to our other 2 characters. Now we got Gideon and the uninjured Jin. So let's go with Jin. She's going to, obviously, turn here and blast the Nexu. We do have to kill that Nexu, that is for sure. Let's see. Okay, she's going to shoot it with blue and a green. I hope I didn't make... I'm starting to think, did I miss any of their regenerations? There's a lot to keep track of with this, guys. I think you need to play with other players. Even with the app, there's a lot to keep track of. But let's attack the Nexu with her. So we're going to do these 3 dice. She is down here, so we'll roll right here. Let's see. 3 and a surge. So what is her... Oh, yeah, absolutely. She got a 5 range, so it's more than enough range. He blocked 1, so it took 2 so far, but her E11 surge is going to do +2. So it is going to take 4 damage in that shot. That is good because it's got 8. And then she's going to do that again. If she can do it again, she can kill it. Boom! Let's see what she got. Well, she's not going to succeed this time. It took 1 damage. Because of that, that equates to 2 armor. So it only took 1 more point of damage. So the Nexu has a total of 5 points out of its 8 on it. And Jin is done. She's probably going to get walloped on. But we got Gideon still to go. So I think Gideon is going to shoot the Trandoshan, who's not even hurt yet. No, he's not hurt yet, is he? Yeah, okay. No, he's got 2 on him. He's got 2 points of damage on him. But when he activated it, no, that was after he activated. No, that's not true. He did. He activated before. That's why I took the damage off. He's got no damage on him right now. Gideon, I don't think he can shoot him there because of this. Well, let's see. I can take it from this corner. Yeah, he can. He can shoot him. He can fire through friendly units, I think, right? Shooting through... Let me look at ranged attacks here. Ranged attack, 21. Ranged attack. Ranged attack can target a hostile figure while performing ranged attack. Requires accuracy while performing ranged attack. Target adjacent figure to attack. Attack... within line of sight. Let's look up line of sight now, just to be sure. Just want to make sure I'm not cheating too badly as I try and remember how to play this game. Okay, 16. Line of sight. Line of sight can be traced from the corners. Yes, line of sight cannot. Figures have line of sight adjacent to figures. I think we're okay. A figure does not block line of sight itself. Okay, so we're okay. He can shoot the Trandoshan right from there with his holdout blaster, which is going to do a yellow and a green. Yellow-green. Okay, against the Trandoshan's armor. Come on, let's kill this guy. Finally. Okay. No, that's not even enough. Let me see. 1, 2, 3. Didn't even have range. Okay. And then his second attack did not have range either. So he missed both times. Pew pew. Okay, that's the end of his turn. Alright, well, that's the end of that. Okay. Radiant heat from the furnaces at the end of the conveyor has turned the room into an oven, made worse by singeing energy of flying blaster bolts. Each rebel on the tile 20B, 20B, that is, I think, yeah, the furnace tile we're on, suffers 1 stress. Okay, so that is Garkin, Gideon, and Diala. All suffer 1 stress because they are on that tile. Now, who gets to go next? One of us gets to go next. Well, should I have Jin? I think I'm going to have Jin shoot the Nexu so we can get that thing dead. Let's do that. We're going to activate Jin. Okay, she is going to use her E11, so it's blue and a green, and against a white die for the Nexu. Let's see what we get. Well, look, she's doing really well, and he got nothing. Look at that. That is awesome. So 3, 4, that's going to be enough to kill it because she can use the +2 damage, so that's, and she had plenty of range. So 3, 4. Yeah, she killed the Nexu. Boosh! It is dead. Good on her. Okay, then she cannot. She's no way she's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 at that point and move up to here, and then that's going to be the end of her turn. Now we get to kill this guy finally. He was pretty rough on us there. He is gone. We got 6 fame for that, and then we're going to take end her turn. So we're going to go boom, end of her activation. The Trandoshan gets to go next. He does get to go. He's going to attack Arkin, but he's not going to move. He is just going to shoot from there. Bad day for Garkin as the last remaining Trandoshan holdout, doing really well against us, is going to attack with a green and blue die against his armor. So there's the dice. Let's see what we get. He got a 3 points of damage and a surge. The surge priority for him is going to be Pierce 2. So no armor. He took 3 damage. What does that put him at? He's got a bunch to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, he's got 1 more point he can take. 1 more point he can take before he takes. He becomes wounded. So he has got to do some resting or something and use another med pack. He's the only one using the med packs. Okay, and that is so the Trandoshan then moves 1 to reposition 2. So I guess move there. And then 7 to reposition 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, okay, right there. That's good. Okay. He can move to there, and he can move right to here and try and stop the attack from her. So that'll work out pretty well. Except it says he's supposed to reposition 2. Well, that's still 1. That's 3, so he's going to have to go there. Okay. But he did reposition enough, and we're going to end his turn. Okay, let's finish that. And now it's back to our turns. Of course, Jin's already gone. We'll go with Gideon. Gideon's first, because I need to know what happens here. Gideon's first action is going to be to interact with this token. One of the crew members is working to loosen her bindings. A rebel can interact with this where he's going to interact. Rescue. Okay, just as you arrive, the crew member's side, or just as you arrive at the crew member's side, she has managed to free her hands and her bonds. You help her with her bindings. Flip the Imperial token over. Okay, we did that. To the rebel side. Before you can say anything, she's already on her way back to the shuttle. Move this rebel to there. Okay, I'm going to do that. I've succeeded at that, and she has moved. Okay, Imperial figures will now be able to attack this and other crew members you rescue. The Imperial activation window will tell you when an attack targets a crew member. You can protect these crew members by standing within 1 space. They will move at the speed of 4 at the end of each round. You can select a rebel mission token in the app to see the special rules for the rescued members. Okay. We'll continue. Alright, well, I don't know if that's good or not at this point because we have an enemy right next to him. So I think that what we'll do is we'll go with Gideon next. No, we'll go with our Wookiee. He's so hurt, I'm afraid he's not going to... If he doesn't... That Trandoshan has no damage on him still. So, he's probably going to go... Well, no, he won't go next. Everybody else will get to go. So we're going to move the Wookiee next. he's just got to end this guy. So he moves up to there and attacks him with a yellow and red die, I believe, right? Vibrax, yellow and red. Yep, yellow and red against the armor. He's going to get one attack because he did not charge. Well, that's good. That was not a bad attack at all. Let's see if he is focused. I forgot about that. He gets a green die. Wow, nice. Okay, so he got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 surges against 1 armor. The first surge will do Pierce 1, so the 1 armor's gone. The second surge doesn't matter. It'd be Cleave. Doesn't make any difference. So he's going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 points of damage to the Trandoshan. Finally, that guy is hurt. Hopefully, we can do 2 more points of damage to him this turn, and it'll kill him. Okay, let me show you the dice if you didn't see them. I can't tell you. Yeah, you did. Okay, good. There's the dice. All right, now that's going to be the end of his activation. I'm just going to do it off screen. Okay, next up we will do Diala. She can get up and attack him too. Let's do that. So she's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 and attack, and she's next to him, which will be helpful. She's going to attack with her armored gauntlet, which is a green and yellow die versus the Trandoshan's armor. I want to try and kill him his turn so he doesn't regenerate and keep us from fighting him. I think we did not succeed. Let's see. Well, so far she's got 3 surges. Her gauntlet does a bunch of stuff though. So it does. She has 3 surges. So she did 2 points of damage. She can do 1 point of damage. Cleave. She's got 3 surges to spend. I can stun him again, hit him, and then cleave, or pierce rather. So 1, 2, that knocks down that to 2. Then he'll take 2 more hits, and he is stunned. So I'm giving him back the stunned focused status rather, and then that's going to be the end of her turn because she had to move. So I'm going to end her turn this way. If Gideon fails to kill him, then it'll be okay. So that was her turn. Now we're going to go with the holdout blaster for Gideon. It is a blue and yellow die. He's been missing badly with this. Let's see if he can hit. And here's the armor. See if he can get. He got the range at least. It's only 3 away. 2 plus a surge. He blocked 2, so he's probably only going to take 1. Pierce 2 actually. Look at that. The holdout blaster is Pierce 2. It's good at short range. Does some piercing. So he took 2 points of damage, which will kill the last of our Trandoshans. All right. Okay, we're gonna kill that guy right there. Okay, now we still have to finish Gideon's turn. He is going to go 1, 2, 3 to right there, then he'll interact with that token next turn. But to end his turn, see what happens. Okay, alright, so it says move this crew member as indicated, so it continued to run down the passage, past the hallway, to right there. Okay, now I'm going to hit continue. We don't have any other enemies at this point. It says major peril. One amongst the enemy forces emerges as the top threat, unleashing a brutal attack. The Imperial figure with the highest figure gets to attack. It doesn't because there's nobody on the board. Okay, a squad of Imperial troops enters the dock. Okay, we're probably going to have to end this here because this has been really long. I won't end it. I'll do another episode, but I'm running out of battery and everything. If you don't move quickly, they will capture the freed guys. Okay, so what is it going to be? Probe droid. Okay, we haven't seen one of those out here yet, but that's okay. Probe droids are fun. It is a regular elite probe droid. That's worse. Now they blow up on things. That's really bad. Okay. So here is the probe droid. I'm going to put it out where it says, which is down on the space right here. They have a tendency to blow up on people. So let's get out the probe droid elite probe droid card. Probe droid card. There it is. And you can see that it has this thing called self-destruction and targeting computer. Pretty nasty. I'm going to keep an eye on that, and we'll see. But there it is. It is out on the board. Hopefully that is it. Of course not. And a regular Imperial officer. We'll just keep signing gray to it so we don't have to change it. I'll put him back out. That's the next Imperial officer. He is down on. He is also in the bay there. We'll confirm that. And that's it. Okay, so now we get to do some things. Alright, well, let's do this. Jin's in the best shape for a firefight, but I think the first thing she's going to do is interact with that crate. So let's go see what that does. It's still right there. Boom. You find some medical supplies, gain a med pack. That's good. We needed one. Okay. And then this is gone. You also notice a data pad we're going to make a test. Interesting. So she's going to have it. Her observation is only a green and a blue, so she's not the best at observation. This is it right here. So we're going to see what she tests at. Okay, green and blue, she got 1 success. Let's see what happens. Okay, you pick up the data pad and find it contains a list of freedom fighters, crew, and passengers. It would appear someone has been sharing information about the transport with these mercenaries. You notice that 2 names are conspicuously absent from the list: Ares Jin and Cal Therendon. That means one of the 2 of them is a traitor. Okay, let's finish Jin's turn. She is going to begin. You know, she has a great special ability I haven't used either, which is this quick draw. She gets to, for 2 stress, she can attack. Yeah, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. She's heading to charge after the rebel that's running away. She's going to go help defend them and take out these other bad guys. That's going to be the end of her turn. Boom, and now one of the bad guys is going to get to go first. The probe droid. Okay, targeting computer, gain +1 hit and +2 accuracy, just automatically. Okay, move 3 to attack. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I did that. I'm going to see if it can attack. If there's a rebel within 1 space of the token, target that rebel instead if able. Nope. Okay, there's nobody to attack yet. I don't think it has line of sight. It does have line of sight on the rebel. Let me show you. It does have line of sight on this rebel, and it has +2 accuracy, so I guess it's going to attack, which means it's got a green and 2 yellow dice. I know I have more than 1 yellow die. Yeah, a green and 2 yellow dice against the rebel. I gotta remember what the rebels do. I need to view the map real quick so I can check out the rebel token that's running. Okay, Imperial figures it has a health of 4 and a defense of 1 white die. Okay, so it is going to attack our crew member and see if it gets range first. It did not. Look at that. That's awesome. It got a range of 2, so that's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it did. It could have hit, but it didn't. Also, it lost a surge. And let's go back to our bad guy here and see what it did. Its first 2 is 2 damage before its priority. So it missed. And then we need to continue on with its activation. How do we get back to it now? I'm not sure. Okay, there we go. Activation. Okay, there we go. So it says if adjacent to a rebel and this activation, it's not. Then it's going to move 2 to reposition 3. 1, 2. And then it says move 6 to engage any rebel as possible, minimum 1. Okay. So it's going to get 3 away from this. 1, 2, 3. So it'll be right there. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Or here. Here's fine. So it moves up to there, and that's going to be the end of its activation. So I'm going to finish it. So it moved up, shot, and then continued to move up. It's trying to kill that rebel. Hopefully we'll get there first. Okay, next I think we'll go with Dahlia. She can hustle up there. She actually is in really bad shape, though, but she can use... No, she's not in bad shape now. She doesn't have any more damage on her. She's going to move first and see what she can do. Okay, she's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to here. That's really all she can do. She's only got a movement of 4. But she can move again. She can move again. 1, 2, 3. She'll come to right there. The officer's going to take a shot at her, but that's okay. She doesn't want the other guy, the crew member, to get killed. So she's going to move there, and that's going to end her turn. Okay, let's end her activation. Oh man, the Imperial officer is going to go next. At the start of this activation, each Imperial figure within 3 spaces, 1, 2, 3. No, the droid is now 4 spaces away. Discards a harmful condition and recovers 2. Okay, it's not. Order another Imperial figure with a figure that costs 3 or less. The elite droid does not. That's probably why they did this. That can perform an attack. Okay, it can't. If this figure did not use order, move 3 to attack the closest rebel mission token. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Now it can't attack. It can attack from right there. Then it says, what's he going to do next? Where's he? The officer. I thought I had him out. I do. Okay. No, I have the regular one out. I gotta get the... No, he's a regular dude, right? Yeah, Gray Imperial Officer. He is going to attack with a blue and a yellow die. I don't think he can... Yeah, he can't. He's got range. He could do it. He's trying to attack this, but she gets to defend it, so it gets +1 defense, right? 4 total with a surge. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can hit it. They only did 1 point of damage and a surge, though. His surge priority is going to be to get accuracy and then do +1 damage. So it will do 2 points of damage to our little rebel. Let's put 2 points of damage on it to demonstrate that. And I think, it does get a white die in defense. So, wow, he actually blocked one of those damages and canceled the surge. So he took no damage. So the Imperial officer missed. That is good. All right, then it says move to engage the other Imperial figure with the most health. Okay, so he's already next to it. If this figure is not adjacent, then move again. Cover. If the adjacent... Okay, so he's cover. The Imperial figure, the adjacent figure recovers 2 health. So the droid, who is not damaged, would recover 2 health at this point because he moved up next to it, but doesn't. Okay, we're going to finish right there. The officer's turn. Okay, we're going to go with Gideon next because he's going to start getting the rebels out of the room. He is already next to the green token, so we're going to go activate the green token. Okay, Captain Darpic sits with his wrists and ankles bound, her back against the wall. A rebel can interact. Yep, we're going to rescue Captain Darpic. You free the captain from her bonds. I have to get in contact with Alliance HQ immediately, she says to you. They have to know. You ask her what she's talking about. I can't discuss it here, but I think we've been betrayed. We have to get back to the Freedom Fighter as soon as possible. We know that. So we're going to flip that token. That token, the green token, is our officer. The captain takes off running towards the shuttle. Move this rebel token. So we are moving on. That is the exact same space where our Wookiee is. So I'll just put it on there and say, I guess that can happen. I'll put it next to him just to be safe. Continue. Okay, and then Gideon is going to move to the yellow token right there. He just has to move 1. He cannot interact with it. That's going to be the end of his turn. Okay. And then we have our Wookiee left to go. He's going to move to here and interact with the red token so we can get all these guys running and go get them out of here. Okay, so we're going to interact with that token right there. It says, crew member, who's that? You free the man from his bonds, but he is too injured to move. If you have some of your medical supplies on him, he will be able to, yes, use a med pack on him. That'll give us 2 med packs. He's fine. We flip him over, and he's going to run too, right? Yeah, he's running. He's even ahead of the captain. All right, so there they are. They are running out. We only got 1 more to free. We get to continue, limps off towards the shuttle. Let's keep him moving. All right, that is going to end his activation. Now we get to go again. The green one is going to move. I'll show you their positions when we're done. That's the captain. The red one moves. Okay, got that. And wow, that one takes off running, just runs past everybody. There's a bad guy in the space, so I'm going to put him right next to it. Okay. Man, they're right next to him, so we're going to have to save him. Actually, Diala is going to have to go first for sure to save this the rebel. Okay, the Imperial forces have begun focusing their fire on the fleeing crew members. Imperial figures will now target mission tokens directly. Well, we figured that was coming. Oh, and you think you hear a whirring sound coming from somewhere nearby. You look around but cannot find its source. Just then, something lands on top of you, smashing you to the ground with a thud. You groggily look up to see a deadly assassin droid, IG-88, standing over you, weapon at the ready. Roll 1 red die. Who is this? Who takes this? Okay, roll one red die. The healthy hero who has suffered the least damage suffers damage equal to the red die and becomes stunned, then deployed. Okay, we're going to roll a red die. Going to attack Jin, by the way, that's already obvious. So 2 hits on Jin. Okay, she is knocked down and stunned. I put a stunned token by her. She takes 2 hits, which I assume she cannot defend against. And then we got to get the IG-88 out onto the board. Here's the rather nasty IG-88. So he is out on the board with the officer and the droid. I'm going to put him out there. He is deployed. Where did I put him? Put his figure. Oh, he is deployed next to Jin. I'll put him right there. And then deploy an Imperial officer at the assigned spot. So we got another officer coming out. We are in some... This has gotten really bad. I thought that was going to be close to the end of the mission. But I guess not. So this officer is appearing where the other one was. And I will assign him purple. Okay. All right, now let's put a purple token here. All right, guys, we're going to stop right there just because I need to take a break. All right, so I've got everything deployed on the board. Here's how things look. We have these two officers. We got IG-88 appeared right here. Our Wookiee just freed somebody. He's going to have to come up and attack him. They're all going to be attacking the tokens. And Gideon is going to free the last of the people. All right, so that's going to be the end of that, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope that I didn't make too many mistakes. This is a rather complicated thing. I got stuff all over the table because of this. I think it'd be much more interesting to play with others. I think, you know what? Why don't I leave this as a surprise? I didn't intend to make a whole video on this. So maybe I'll leave the end of this as a surprise for you. Now, the IG-88 guy figure actually comes with an expansion, so I don't think this would happen if I didn't have that expansion marked in the app. It might be something different. So, thanks, guys. I appreciate it. I'll see if I get another one out. I don't know if I'm going to. I want to get back to Legacy of Dragonholt, and I also have some other stuff to get on the table. We'll see. But I did want to demonstrate the app for you and show you how it works, and this is going to be a long video for me to put together, so I'll try and get it done shortly, and I'll talk to you next time. Take care.